Welcome. Sports Talk Live for the culture. How's it going, fellas?
What's happening? Going good. Going good.
How's it going, dude?
Nice crispy day. Oh, it's lovely. Everything's. I told you, football season changes
football,
the game.
The
makes everything go down a little better.
Like fall and crisp. Jonathan, I see you there. Niners Nation.
With
the red and with the hat on. I see.
Well, he walks around with his chest out now. Before it was a little sunk in. Now
the hat on a little tight. Yeah. You know what I mean? Put the hat on a little tight.
Yeah, I see you out there with the Niners gear now. But let's jump into the NFL. Let's jump into those San Francisco 49ers, who are 8-0 on the season. They are 8.
I love them. I love what they're doing.
Ground and pound defense playing well. And they played Thursday night, division game in Arizona versus the Cardinals, and won 28-25. And the man Jimmy G had 4 touchdown passes. Now, he had some people thought he was off to a slow start or whatever after the knee injury, trying to come back, trying to get acclimated, playing football again, get your sea legs under you. And they've been ground and pound. No team runs the ball more than the San Francisco 49ers. Kyle Shanahan with multiple run sets from multiple positions. But the difference is, you're going to go as far as that quarterback. The quarterbacking coach has the record. And Jimmy G jumped out there Thursday night with 4 touchdown passes. What do you guys think about his performance? And you think he got his legs back? He's ready to go now?
Oh, man, I think he got a receiver. I think he got a receiver. I think it was always there. I mean, I didn't have the most faith in him, because I'm still I'm a Niners fan to the heart, but I'm still a football, I like the game. I watched the game, and it was a lot that I seen that he did early in the season, like a lot of picks, a lot of bad turnovers, a lot of things he shouldn't have threw. He shouldn't have threw a lot of those passes. Goal line where it should have been a touchdown, we threw interceptions. But I think more of, and it's just the timing that they have together, it's nice. It's nice to see a receiver that he sees he can target other than Kittle. Like, when Kittle's doubled, where he can go at, and get that third down, and get those conversions.
Hey, for me, we can go back and we can say Tom Brady, right? Mm-hmm. This doesn't have anything to do with Tom, but it does. Tom Brady was about to get traded.
He's about to move on.
He was about to get traded. So you don't trade a guy like him who still can play at a high level unless you know something.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This was the situation that he was in, so that has to tell you something. Mm-hmm. When somebody's ready to move on from a great QB, it has to tell you that this guy must be the real deal. Somebody saw something, and we are seeing it now. Mm. And they weren't a good football team last year.
Yep.
But when he was on the field, last I checked, what was their record?
Yeah, I think they're like 14-2 or something like that.
Yeah,
like
so are we going to try to act like that there are not numbers that with him on the field? Let's not pretend now. So he's on the field. It looks like he's the captain of the ship.
Got the respect.
So
of the
he
team.
goes, he has the respect. He got his money. From top to bottom, they are a well-oiled machine. From starting up top all the way down to the defense, to the offense. And they still have some things they need to do because they aggressively looking for other things. Mm-hmm. So watch out. Watch out. I'm telling you, the thing that I like about him and the 49ers, period, right now, is there's no fear of the opponent. Mm-hmm. Beat me, okay? Yeah. I don't care what you did last year or last week.
Mm-hmm. The respect
Bring it.
Factor.
Yeah. So if you beat us, you're going to win.
We fear no one.
Exactly. And that's what they're playing with. That's why I like what they're doing right now.
Yeah, very, very well-balanced team. The run game, the coaching, the defensive line gets after you. 5 first-round picks. Bosa, defensive rookie of the year. Some talk about defensive player of the year.
They got some dirty dogs over there. Yeah. I watched them get dirty.
So it's going to be interesting to see. I definitely think they're going to the postseason. We'll see how this rest of the season pans out for them. But to start off 8-0, you got half your games are done. You won them. You play 500 football the rest of the way. You're going 12-4. So most likely you're in the postseason for them moving forward, unless something shockingly happens, which I don't see. I don't see happening. I don't see something like crazy jumping off the charts happening to this 49ers team. But they're definitely the class of the NFC, and I would say the class of the NFL right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I would like the teams they played, the way they're beaten, their ability to play all kinds of games in the mud, in the rain, or whatever. They've been shown a versatile way to win, led by their defense, and now their quarterback's getting on track. Should be interesting down the home stretch in that NFC West with Seattle and the Rams. So it should be interesting coming down the stretch with the San Francisco 49ers. But I want to jump into this other teams that aren't going so good. They're going in the other direction kind of way. And you're looking at the Chicago Bears and you're looking at the Cleveland Browns. And a lot of it, what we always say, the coach and the quarterback has a record. So you're looking at this situation here where you have Chicago lost another tough, close game where the quarterback did not play well at all. He kind of got him down the field in field goal position. I will give him credit for that. But the coach was so terrified of him, he kind of settled for like a 40-yard field goal that the guy missed. They really did not play aggressive.
Did you say he was terrified of him?
They got down and like, okay, this is a 40-yard field goal or such. Now you got to keep, getting 5, 6, 7. Let's make this 40-yard field goal darn near 30. You're kicking history. But they were terrified. They didn't want to drop Trubisky back at all. And it goes on. They try a 40-yard field goal, and it's a bad miss. And in the game, Trubisky didn't play well at all. He missed a deep throw for a touchdown, and then the very next play after he overthrew a receiver and missed him, he comes back and gets fumbled and causes a turnover. So he hasn't been playing well at all. Added to that, he was drafted number 2, and the Chicago Bears moved up to pass a couple guys that you may have heard of that plays for Kansas City and plays for the Texans. Those are the 2 quarterbacks they were still on the board when they jumped.
Everybody's looking at the GM right now, right?
All the way up to the number 2 spot.
That's what I was going to say.
Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. A lot of people were talking about, they're still going with Trubisky as the quarterback, but this is his
contract year for him?
3rd year. He's in a situation where I think they may be losing confidence in him. They play Philadelphia this
3
week.
years.
We'll talk about that. Yeah, this is 3rd year. So definitely you thought this was going to be a breakout. Thought that could be a sleeper for the Super Bowl. Some people thought with their defense. But the offense has really not been that productive. And then you look at the Cleveland Browns. Before we jump into the Cleveland Browns, what do you think about Trubisky's future? Can he bounce back? Do you think Chicago's going to bench him before the year's over?
I mean, how long does it take? Because what happens is you get into that 4th year, you start talking about the different money as a QB, right?
Yeah, this is
Is he a different money type of quarterback right now?
No.
So that's when you start looking like, wait a second, all right, we drafted you high.
Number 2.
So what's
Moved up to get
expected?
you.
Yeah, so what's expected is when they draft you that high, they're expecting you to come in and you are the guy.
Yeah.
They gave you the ball.
Yep.
And this is what, first, second, so you can get away with things your first year, right? You're rookie, da da da. Second year, okay, maybe we got to tweak the offense, and we got to do this and we have to do that. All right, so the 3rd year comes, you look like the rookie. Mm-hmm. So what starts happening? It's like
Confidence.
Quarterbacks that are like, we look at the guys that went before him. Mm-hmm. We know they fixtures already. Yeah, we know they're gonna get the money. We know Watson's going to get his money. Yeah, we know Watson's getting his money. Yeah. We know Mahomes is getting his money, and we know we're going to see them for 10 years. Mm-hmm. We already see that. Yeah. We cannot say that. Matter of fact, we're not saying it about this guy. So what happens? You start looking like a backup. Mm-hmm. So that's how they treat you in this league. That's what he's looking like. Yeah. And what makes things worse is the defense
has played lights out.
Yeah, so if the defense is giving up 2 touchdowns a game, barely, if that, is there any place else to look besides the offense?
And it starts to be a war of attrition in your defense. Your defense is playing a lot of snaps because
you know what that look is after we keep coming on the field for 3 and outs.
what happened was, Trubisky was never what America thought. I never thought he was anything. He's going to be a backup, and he's going to make some money. He's going to stay in the league, but he's suffering right now from the
with expectations,
and the same thing what happened with Boston and Philly drafting the two players.
Yeah.
You watch Boston player, succeed.
Tatum.
You watch Tatum succeed, and then you watch
Marco Fultz,
die down. So the two players that they could have got, they could have drafted back and still got those two quarterbacks, Watson and Mahomes, and they're arguably the best two quarterbacks in the NFL at this moment.
Right.
So arguably the two best quarterbacks in the NFL we could have got, and we traded up to get you. And all we need you to do is put up a touchdown and a field goal,
21,
and the defense will do the rest. And you can't do that.
Points.
And all we need is 17 out of you, and you can't do that. And these two boys is putting up 40. It's like
at will.
So that's what's really going to kill him. You know what I mean? That's what's really going to hurt him as far as going forward, because it's like, whoa, this is your draft class,
right?
And they're arguably the best two quarterbacks in the league, and we could have traded back and got them. We traded up and got you.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot of pressure on him, definitely.
Right.
Let's jump into Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns are 2-5, but I think hope is here because they have one of the weakest schedules remaining the rest of the season. But a lot of things, taking place with Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns. Baker walked out of interview or press conference, like in the locker room or whatever. He says he doesn't care how he rubs people the wrong way.
I like that, actually.
He's to the point where it has to be matched with on-field production. So he's in another situation because, like we said, it's not all on him because they got a position coach and head coach. They brought in a mercurial, strong personality at wide receiver into an environment where there isn't a lot of strength and stability in it, because you got Kitchens, who doesn't have any pelts on the wall as a position coach, becoming offensive coordinator, head coach. Not even going, he took over last year, now became head coach. So now you get into a situation where you have all these personalities, all these things, and the team's going to take the personality of their quarterback, who's the leader. So it's a lot of chitter and chatter.
Yes.
And you're 2-5, and now the schedule gets easier. Can you make a run? Can you make a move? But is it time for Baker Mayfield, which he probably won't do? You have to be able to, if you're going to be a franchise quarterback, number one, you have to be able to lead grown men.
Right.
And you got to be able to lead grown men that have millions.
Yes.
And grown men that are trying to get millions. Do you think it's time for Baker Mayfield maybe just to back off the Twitter, back up off this? That's not who he is. But first to be a quarterback. Like your quarterback, your leader, your CEOs, just people that run big organizations, they kind of have a personality. It's kind of dull. You're kind of corporate. You kind of fall back. Do you think it's time for him to do that, to take a page? Let me fall back and concentrate on this game. What do you guys think?
Well, here's the thing. Like, we say 2-5, right? You have the 2-5. Sometimes you have teams that are 2-5, and we think that that's what we can go by. Because ultimately we can. You only won 2 games, right? But if you look at the games they played, they were in some of these games.
Well, you're going to be. It's NFL.
Yeah, it wasn't like they got blown out 30-0 every game. Just the New England game this past week, right?
And the Titans
Mayfield did not kill them, right?
Yeah, they were running the ball. Fumbles.
They were running the ball. Yeah. Then the defense has a pick in the end zone. No good. Chubb, I think it was 10-0. Chubb fumbles at like the 5-yard line.
Right. Yep.
Those are not Mayfield's. He doesn't have anything to do with that. But as we say all the time, quarterback, coach,
only people with a record.
They're the only people that get the record.
Only people with a record.
I actually like Mayfield. Now, can he stay away from like social media? I don't know if he can do that.
It's a new era.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you don't see the other like like Mahomes, Dak. All these other guys, Brady, all the guys, even Garoppolo, like they're not They're not out there like that.
Yeah, I don't think that Let's
it's
put it
you
this
on
way.
how you bred though. It's you how you put together.
If he goes to any other organization other than, because to me he's not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
What he's doing is not hurting his team. They're just losing. So if he's winning and he's saying what he's saying, nobody's saying anything. But the fact that they are 2-5.
But is it a part where it just everybody's up for you, to the point where the chatter is like, Mayfield's coming to town. I don't care what's going on. We gonna get the Browns.
Yeah. I think so.
And that's
I think
the thing. Like looking, like you said, like we all agree. When we seen their schedule, we knew that they weren't going to be above 500 coming out of their first half.
Yeah.
First half of the schedule.
Right.
We all knew that. There's no way they're going to come out. We might have thought we might have not thought San Fran wasn't going to be
4-3.
Right. We might have thought they would have won one more game. They might have beat San Fran. They might have snuck out a game. Out of those four. But we knew they were going to not be above 500. Right. Coming out of the first half. We all knew that. If you thought something else, I don't know what you was thinking.
At the end of the day, the Browns we know and that we are used to, they're not those Browns.
Right. And the same thing with like what you were saying, Sunni, they're coming to town. It was the same as, the Eagles that year when they had all those bodies on that team. It was every time they went to play, it was a playoff game. Right. And they wasn't ready for a playoff game. They were ready for a regular season game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? and everybody gave them a playoff game. And that's what happened with that. What was it, the Dream Team? What was it?
Yeah.
Something like that, That's what happened that year, And the Eagles wasn't ready. Same thing is happening here. I mean, but I don't think he can stay off of Twitter. That's him. That's his life. That's the times we in. You got the Browns guy up there. If this was back, if those quarterbacks were back in the day, McMahon would be on Twitter right now. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
He would be on there. He would be going in on Twitter. If the times was reversed. So it's like they the times. Just what it is. So I don't think he can really get off of Twitter and all that stuff. I
like Mayfield. Listen, when you can demand the huddle, and I think that his players respect him. Now, nobody's calling out. I've seen OBJ drop a lot of balls. I don't hear anybody talking about that. That doesn't help the quarterback, I've seen Chubb fumble last week. That doesn't help the quarterback. So if you want to break things all the way down, let's break them all the way down, Let's not attack the quarterback all the time for some of the things he can't control.
Yeah, some of the things he can't control, but he's definitely put the bullseye right on the
Browns.
He's definitely he's definitely a high.
He has done that. That's what he has done.
He's definitely in the mix, in the chatter, in the talk, and then just some things that the way you carry yourself to run an organization that you might want to fall back on.
Hey, you bring it when you want the heat. This is what it is. This is what it comes. We got some shout outs.
Oh, shout them out.
We got Miss Denise Moody, West Virginia State University alum. What's happening?
Thanks for joining us.
David Murphy, Ira Madison, Too Real, former student of mine. How are you, man? I don't know about the name Too Real, but Neil Hamilton, Mr. Jason Hicks, University of Miami alum. What's happening? Miss Christina Antonelli, J.J. Styling, the Arkansas Razorbacks, man. I don't know, man. Greg Harris, the legendary Robert Townsend.
Oh, how you doing, Mr.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining, man. Got to get you on the show, man.
Yo, definitely.
Just when you think it's all film, we know you got a sports background, man. We'd love to have you on the show.
Oh, definitely.
Melinda Mack, how are you? Sylvia Vason, cousin Ursula Watson.
Hey, cuz.
Hillary Green, Malik Winters. How are you, man? Julia Gifford. And Mr. Robert Barham. Thanks for joining.
Got some shout outs. Got my homie David Gordon.
What's up, Dave?
What's up, Dave?
My homie Dickerson, Brian Dickerson, he's in the building.
Oh, how's it going, Brian?
And Tonisha Mobley, she's watching. Tonisha Moore, actually. I'm sorry about that. Tonisha Moore is
wifey.
Wifey. Have a good day.
Definitely. I want to jump in. Last week we talked about the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Philadelphia Eagles did what we said they would need to do: just win a football game. Basically. They took it upon themselves, went up in Buffalo that I thought they would, and handled their business. Now everything's quieted down. They got players coming back. They're 4-4. They're 500 after the first 8 games, and they have the 30th easiest schedule the remaining 8 games left in the league. So they put themselves in a position to make a run on the back half, and that's what you got to do. You just play football. It's a week-to-week league. Like
got to survive. Survive in the middle. Yeah. Now we got to survive at the end.
Yeah.
Our last games is San Fran last games is looking crazy out there.
We've seen teams go 8-0 and end up 10-6.
We got we've seen that. We got to play Seattle twice. We ain't played Seattle yet. We got to go play the Rams once. You know?
Listen, what you gonna find out is you gonna find out about your team. That's what you're gonna find out.
Our second half is kind of tight.
Yeah, the 49ers definitely being. The other thing that's happened that transpired, the deadline kind of came and gone. Not a lot of big moves, but we had some situations. Josh Gordon was released by the Patriots, and he got picked up by Seattle. The Seattle Seahawks picked up Gordon. They're going to work with him.
The $1 million question is, can he play right now? That's just
So that's going to be interesting. And then Trent Williams reported to the Redskins. So he doesn't forfeit his year free agency. A lot of talk there, discussion. We believe the Redskins will eventually trade him. A lot of talk is that he had a cancer diagnosis that the Redskins staff missed, and that's where his distrust of the team physicians and the organization stems from, and he no longer wants to be a part of that organization.
It's a reason to distrust somebody if that's what happened.
Yeah. Hey, man, they told Kevin Durant what was wrong with him. You know what I mean? Oh, you get back out there. Ain't nothing wrong with your leg. Yeah, you good.
Michael Bennett went to the Cowboys. Defensive tackle pickup. Trade 7th round pick. And interesting enough, he has no problem with the anthem. Everybody started talking about that. What's going to happen? They
Jerry knows how to smooth that out.
They worked that out with Quinn, the same guy. But it's interesting. His brother was a tight end, Martellus.
Yes.
For Dallas, and also played for New England. Had some words for Witten back in the day, and they had him on. But one of the things he said was very interesting about, and we also talk about the New England Patriots, and we also talk about the Patriots way. A player like his brother will do better in Dallas because their scheme is going to be the same. Every week we're going to go forward, all out to the quarterback, up the field, make plays, and he could be in that rotation. He said the thing about Belichick is you have to be willing to go up on the shelf. Like the schedule says we don't need you right now. The schedule says we need 3 bare fronts.
Right.
We need 3 defensive tackles, 1 over the center, 2 over the guards, because these are the teams we playing. And now for 4 weeks, can you wait till we get to where we need you to rush the quarterback, whatever? But guys with limited snaps and playing time left may not,
How about ever since you've been playing football, that's the first time a coach has ever said something like that to you in your life, and you got to eat it.
Yeah. And so they flexible because his I was listening to his brother explain why his brother would fit better in Dallas because they're going to run with the front 4, they're going to rotate, they're going to go out there. Belichick is flipping up week to week, and we may not need you these first 3 weeks. We need to put you up on the shelf until we get into a passing situation where we need a defensive tackle that rushes from the inside to play in and versatility. And it was just an interesting take on Belichick's methodology and how the players that play for him have to be able and willing to do that. You say, he doesn't got the most talented guys, but he has the guys that's ready to use their talent when called upon.
Right. You got scheme and you stay fresh and you're rotating. And
another thing, who would think, deadline, people would be saying, 1 year removed from having the best running back in the game, that people would be saying that the Rams need a running back.
Yeah. That's how it goes, man.
Hey.
You want injury
Todd Gurley was lights out the last 2 years. Who would think? You'd be saying the Rams need a running back. Todd Gurley's averaging 50-something yards a game.
Hey, get your money.
Yeah, get it.
You gotta get your money while you hot.
As soon as he got paid, he might have.
I get it. Listen, I get it from both sides.
He might have held that injury to himself for a little bit.
He could have. They got
that bag.
Listen, both sides probably do their fair share of robbing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to, right?
Well, they got more money than me.
Yeah,
my dad
absolutely.
used to say. The Rams got more money than him.
Yes.
Definitely. And you look at also what didn't happen. Adams, the Jets for the Jet safety, was really trying to get to Dallas. Dallas had put up another number 1 for him.
Did they?
Kind of what they did to get Amari Cooper from the Raiders.
He's number 1 talent.
And Jets were a little more than that. and then Dallas backed off and said, "Look, we're not going to forfeit the house or whatever." Right. For his services, he desperately wanted to get back home. LSU 6th pick over on the draft from Dallas area. Michael Irvin's kind of like his uncle. He's sports uncle.
Uncle Mike's everybody's uncle, ain't he?
Hey, listen. He'll get to Dallas. Hopefully he ain't too beat up by the time he get there. Right. He on his way. He's on his way. He's not signing the bag with the Jets.
They got a first and third for me real quick.
Yeah. Yo, it's not going to be for nothing because he's not going to sign the bag with the Jets. Yeah. So, if the Jets want to hold him till signing day, I don't believe they're franchise tagging. You know what I mean?
We're not going to franchise the safety. So.
Yeah, right. I don't think you'll franchise the safety.
But it'll be interesting to see, and it's just the theory behind, look, there's certain players in position, the team's philosophy. We say, we won't draft one high, but once we see one's proven, we'll give them number one. Once you go somewhere else and say, "Oh, you all world," okay, we'll move that number one now.
Shout out to Mike Jennings. He was just calling me. That's why I tagged you to let you know. I was on the air.
Yeah,
he's watching there, cousin Mike.
Hey, brother Mike, how you
doing?
What's
happening, brother? Call you once I'm off air.
Yeah, definitely. Moving forward, Breeze came back. Breezy. And passed the 70
and look breezy.
Yeah. And passed the 75,000 mark in passing yards.
Lies. Show it to me.
75K in passing yards. It's a lot of yards.
A lot of yards.
Came back, looked sharp, looked like he, hasn't missed a step. Teddy Two Gloves held it down for him.
Let's not forget, once you get up to that amount of yards, He had maybe Pro Bowl receivers once in a while, but he never had a Hall of Fame receiver. To get up that high with never having a Hall of Fame receiver, and now you got a tight end that may make the Hall of Fame, but he's on his way out. So he never had a Hall of Fame receiver in his prime.
Hey, when it comes to spreading
for him to have those numbers, and he can say, "I never have played with a Hall of Fame receiver." That got to be big. That got to mean something.
It played indoors too.
Yeah.
That got to mean something, though.
Big giant fact.
That got to mean something.
Listen, we go from indoors. Do we go from 75 to 56?
Hey, it's still never not a Hall of Fame receiver on that receiver.
Breeze is underrated, man.
Breeze. He is. When it comes to spreading that ball around, he's.
Yeah, if Miami could have got Breeze, the Alabama coach may not be at Alabama.
Oh, absolutely,
man. So
or Breeze might not have been Breeze. Certain organizations just wear you down, whoever.
But he got the right coach with Sean Payton. That was a good match. Design the Sean Payton
match made in heaven.
Right, game plan against
match made in heaven
against Chicago was excellent. Sean Payton was trying to get Romo.
Right,
because Romo broke his records at Illinois. They went to a small school in Illinois. Peyton was the quarterback, had the records there. Romo came there and broke all Sean Payton's records there.
Right.
So Sean Payton was trying to get Romo from Dallas.
He watched him since he was 20 years old.
Guys like that, guys like Peyton, they know what they're looking for. They know what you got.
Yeah,
Peyton was there when Romo broke the record.
Yeah, so definitely you're gonna look and see Breeze moving forward, and the Saints got to be right up there. The old AFC West. The Saints and the Niners. Definitely got to look at them moving forward. If their defense keeps their same intensity and with Breeze, they're going to be a problem.
Yes.
I believe their defensive line is one of the most underrated MVP groups, the Saints defensive line in NFL right now.
Now, question. Do we feel he should have came back this game? I don't feel as he should have. Did y'all see that thumb? That thumb was like another thumb was on top of that thumb. That
players want to play.
Yeah, players want to play.
That nugget was on top.
But guess what we don't see? We don't see him practicing. Yeah. If your stud is ready, what you gonna tell him? You gonna like I'm saying, it's the difference between saying
the team they played. They probably should. They was going to beat them, but they should have beat them with Teddy.
But I need to get ready.
Yeah,
I need to be ready, and the only way we gonna know that I am ready is if I'm out there, and I got this week off.
Yeah,
and he got the next week off.
Oh, well.
They got to buy this week. They got to buy this week, and they play next, and they play the week after this. Now I know it's a Breeze conversation, but where do we go with Teddy? Is Teddy leaving? Does Teddy go get a bag?
Teddy, listen.
Do you pay Teddy? Like,
I think Teddy stays put. Unless it's a real good offer, because Miami offered him the starting quarterback job. Which
please don't go there, Teddy.
They offered him that in the offseason. He said, "No, I'm not going there."
Did Teddy go to Chicago? Did Teddy go to Chicago?
Chicago may call.
Let me lay it out for you. I'm Teddy, right? I'm not going anywhere But the price for me is going to be a high backup price. I'm going to chill, wait for Breeze to leave.
So you'll get a starter price.
Oh,
as a
not a
backup.
start. They're not going to give me $20 million.
Well, bottom starter
it's
price.
going to be healthy. It's going to be a healthy.
He's going to be 16.
He's already the
Nah, they're not
highest
gonna
paid
give him that.
backup. He's already the highest paid
But
backup.
we're going to bump that up a little bit. And I'm telling them, listen, I want to stay here. Because how many years Breeze got? Let's be real. Like, years. Did we give him 3?
We don't know because we gave him
Nah.
1, and then he flipped the last 2 years.
But you're not going to do that. How old is Breeze?
We can't go off of that.
She's 40? No, yes, we can.
We can't go off of that.
Because you're not playing until you're 47.
Brady's 65, man. We can't go off of that right
Brady's
now.
fading.
Yes.
Brady.
We can't
fading.
go
So
off of that.
this is what happens to the mind, right? So you are in your 40s.
Yeah.
We see you doing what you're doing. You sharp still.
Right.
But in your mind, you know that somebody out here that's growling and grunting is this far away from landing on top of me. That's how it could end. Do you want it to end like that?
Yes.
You
a quarterback
do?
wants it to end like that.
You don't want it to end like that.
Certain quarterbacks want it to end.
You don't want to walk off
Steve
like that.
Young wanted it to end like that.
Nah,
Aikman,
you don't want to go like that
Aikman
when you got hardware. When you got hardware, you don't want to go.
Listen.
You can just dip off.
Nah,
Look,
man.
who you gonna argue with when it's time for you to say you're great?
Listen.
There's no argument.
We were starting to count Breeze out 3 years ago. The last 2 years, arguably, he should have been in the Super Bowl. He got robbed. The last 2 years, he got robbed.
He didn't get robbed. The guy made a hell of a catch. Last year, that call was terrible. But
The last year call, and then the guy didn't make a tackle that got paid off. You know that should have been a tackle. That catch wasn't. That was a regular catch. The tackle was the problem. He was behind him, seen it happen.
Yeah, but the answer to the question is
He should have been in the Super Bowl the last 2 years.
If I'm Breeze, Bridgewater, I'll do a
I'm in a good spot.
I'm in a beautiful spot. I'll do a 3-year thing with you.
Yeah.
Now, if we start working things after that, then I might pursue getting out. But listen, if you give me $10 million a year to play 6 games, come on. I can do what I just did and go sit down again.
Like you said, Teddy's still young.
Yeah.
He's not.
So he can afford to do this.
He can afford to sit out for 2 years, 3 years.
Because everybody knows who he is.
He's
and what
what,
he can
20, 25, 28,
Yeah.
something like that in that area.
Yeah, Teddy.
He's in a great spot. He's in a great spot.
He's really proven himself. He's really a professional. Great story. Great locker room guy. That's what you need. You need leadership.
The question is, who's Teddy's agent?
Yeah.
That's the real question. Whoever's Teddy's agent is going to control what happens with Teddy.
Teddy can control.
If he
what
got
can
that
happen.
TO agent, he's out of there tonight.
Hey, Teddy can tell you what we
He's
just
gonna
talked
go get
about.
that bag.
But
He
you
gonna-
realistically look at Chicago. Who else you going to look at teams that aren't invested in a quarterback? You may say, is San Diego ready to move on from that quarterback?
Yeah.
Because the situation, he's older, he's up there, salary, whatever. They just haven't gotten it done with him. So
Feel so bad for Phillip, man.
yeah, Phillip Rivers. Well, he had his opportunities.
He
didn't
needed
come through.
one, man. He
had
should
him.
have got one.
He had his opportunity.
He had him. He did.
Man.
He
He
did.
made picks.
I never
Phillip
forget
is like the Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, man, of football, man.
I never forget the 14-2 season with
Yeah.
him. Ooh,
He
that was
shoulda
it.
got
That was it.
Him and LaDamian should have got it, man, and Gates, man.
And
They
you
should have got one.
You kicked the field goal, I think it was. What was it, 52-yarder or something like that?
Well, Brady
gave it back to
Brady,
New England.
Brady threw the interception, and then the guy didn't go down, and the New England Patriot stripped him and got the ball back, and that kept it going. Yeah, so they had opportunities, but after a while,
he should have got one, man.
It just didn't happen for him. So I mean, Phillip Rivers, Hall of Famer, maybe, probably will go in, because he played forever.
Oh yeah, he's 4,000 yards every season. He
getting
gotta
there.
go in.
He's getting there.
You can't put him in and put Eli in off of 2 Super Bowls now. Come
Oh,
on.
you can.
No, not over Phillip.
That's how they go.
No.
Let's jump into this schedule this week. Some hot games on there.
As you go down to, I'm just give you a heads up. As you go down to number 3, you can pass that one because I'm not doing that.
Sunday night. Let's jump right in. Patriots, Ravens. Everybody's calling for the Ravens to give the Patriots their first loss.
Yeah, everybody wants the Patriots.
I got the Ravens getting out of there. I got them getting out of there.
But to the Steelers' defense, y'all are making it a game. It is watchable for you.
So what's making what a game?
The games I was watching, y'all was all right.
Did you think something different? 'Cause that's what we do. There's no
right,
tanking.
But that's
There's
what
no
I'm saying.
tanking
Y'all
and none
not,
of that.
y'all not giving up.
Nah,
Y'all are playing every
we
night.
don't do that. We don't
Well, that's
do
what I'm
that.
saying. You saying you don't want to discuss
No.
it.
But I'm saying not discussing that because here's the thing. I'm looking at us winning. All right, you make me tell on myself.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to speak about it because I did not like Mr. Rudolph's play.
Mm-hmm.
Had he came out and looked sharp, I'm riding with us all the way. But
Yeah.
because he didn't, it's like, I don't know.
I actually, I
because we
think
can't have him play bad going in here in hostile territory and getting behind 14-0 like we did the Dolphins. That's Now if he comes out sharp, we getting out of there.
Yeah, shout out to Demetrius Parker. Go Eagles. He just put up. Go Eagles. I don't know what they're going to do, but,
Well, that's another interesting game.
keep it going.
You look at the Eagles, and this is going to set the tone. The Bears are do or die. It's a double doink revenge game, but I just believe that the Eagles are getting healthy, and the Eagles do things that Bears can't stop. And Trubisky, you don't really trust Trubisky, especially on the road.
Nah.
Don't trust Trubisky. I never trust
Double-digit win for the Eagles.
I never trusted it.
That looks like it has a double-digit win for the Eagles all the way. The other game, the Vikings at the Chiefs. And
Is Mahomes back?
Mahomes supposed to be back.
Is he?
They said that's what the talk.
He was trying to come back last week.
Yeah.
They ain't want it. They ain't let him.
They're talking about the Vikings, and Kirk Cousins has played better. He's
Kirk-
really
Oh, yeah.
after the
Unleashed him.
receivers.
Don't
Kirk
say
kept
he
us quiet.
played. They allowed him to throw the ball now.
Well, he's been throwing the ball his whole career.
Yeah. That's all he knows how to do, right?
Well, in the beginning, they was just on the
He
run.
threw it last year. They would have.
Hey.
They
Yeah,
fired
it
the
ain't work.
offensive
It ain't
coordinator.
work last year.
Listen, for the last 4 weeks or so, we was questioning that $27 million. We ain't said nothing about it, so.
Yeah, I mean he's come back. He actually the wide receiver said, "Throw me the damn ball," and he threw him the damn ball.
Demetrius said we're going to win it. We with you, Demetrius.
I got the Eagles winning. Yeah, we got the Eagles winning.
Oh, yeah.
I got the Eagles
We got
winning.
you.
Oh, we'll see you in the playoffs, Jonathan. I don't think y'all gonna get past the bye week. I think y'all gonna be a bye week team, and y'all gonna make it to us. We got the bye.
Hey, Demetrius, just giving you a heads
Demetrius,
up.
you ain't gonna make it to the Niners. The Niners got the bye.
If you are a beat up and bruised up team during week 8 and you go into hostile territory with a healthy team, what you think's gonna happen? You're not escaping.
You ain't
Can't
escaping
get out
that
of
front line.
Nah.
Well, I think they need to beat the boys because the boys have won the last 4 games.
Matter of fact, why are we discussing San Fran when they gotta mess with the boys?
Well, it's because he said he was going to see
All right,
me
so Demetrius,
at
calm
the
down,
playoffs.
man. Calm down.
He said the playoffs.
All right, so
Playoffs.
Come up to the
Playoffs.
Come up to the ranch and we can discuss, Demetrius.
Yeah,
Come
you,
on up,
come
Demetrius.
Come on up.
You been playing around, man. You been acting like you gonna come on up. Come on up.
Just get above 500.
We'll pay for that bus token, that bus pass, man. Come on up to the ranch, man. We need you one night.
Definitely. You look at the other game. What do you think about the Vikings at the Chiefs? Could this be a statement win for the Vikings? They go on the road and be able to beat the Chiefs? Because they're at the Chiefs and then they're at Dallas after that.
Exciting. I see exciting written all over it. I mean, we got to start checking the weather. It's November. We don't know. You can get the rain. You can get some good sleet. You can get all that. Now, if Mahomes is not playing, this could be one of those games where Vikings might sneak in there and do something because it's all about momentum and stuff. He did. What's his name?
Which one?
The $27 million man.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins seems like he found a little groove, and we know how it is, man. Once you get in that groove, you can make some things happen. But
And they got the confidence back.
The confidence.
And they got the running back. They got one of the best backs in the league. Use that. Just attack people with versatility. And the defense has always been solid.
But one thing we're not going to do is we're not going to forget what Matt Moore is looking like either now. It was like, wait a second. Hold on. Was this guy really sitting on his couch?
Yeah.
Because he was looking like, okay.
Well, Andy Reid's going to have his quarterback.
The thing with the Chiefs, if Mahomes is back, Mahomes is on a must win. They in a must win. They start to look shaky. Half of the season is out. We can figure out, what is what, who is what, who's going to be what, who's not going to make the playoffs, who has a chance, who going to lose out on their own, not far as that. So it's definitely a statement game for Minnesota if Mahomes comes back.
Right.
If Mahomes comes back and he's able to and he takes a loss, You know, Kirk Cousins is like, I'm here. You know, Minnesota's like, we're back, we're here. We had a year to figure it out. You know, the quarterback had to get loose to the plays. You know, blase, blase.
Well, they changed their philosophy. They fired DeLippo. They fired
Right.
We beat the quarterback with the most flash. We beat the new Aaron Rodgers. You know, so that's what it is. And so they do. It is like a statement game more for the Vikings, but the Chiefs are also in a must-win.
Yeah,
because of their record.
Right.
So it's a statement game for the Vikings, but the Chiefs are in a must-win.
You start thinking about that. Their home field, the second half. You got to get it because it could mean everything. If it's teams like New England, you want to be able to play Baltimore. You want to be able to have that at home. You don't want to go to somebody else's place because. You got who wants to go on the road and play when you can be at home.
Yeah.
Nobody wants
Home
to
crowd.
do that. So all this stuff starts factoring in.
Darnell Martin Johnson, shout out to Darnell. He just tuned in. He said he can't see Andy dropping 3 straight.
Yeah.
I mean, well, if it's the backup in there 3 games straight, I mean, maybe he could drop 5 straight if the backup gonna play 5 games. So. I understand. I got faith in Andy. Andy's like, far as, coaches for me, he's probably the second or the third best coach of all time, with far as me. So I agree with you.
All time.
I mean, far as like me, what I watched. Not all
okay,
time. From what I seen, what I watched. I'm young. You know what I'm saying? I'm young.
That's similar.
So I caught good coaches on the tail end. So what I seen from in the out, what he did with the Eagles, how he controlled that division with the Cowboys and the Giants in that division, how he still controlled that division his whole time being in there. So I agree that I can't see him losing 3 straight. But if the backup's in there and they're playing the Minnesota that's hot right now,
it could happen.
Yeah, it could happen though.
It definitely could be a situation where you see something like that. Transpire with Andy but you just got to get healthy and hot. That's just the number one thing. But I want to jump in to the association. The association.
Oh yeah.
The National Basketball Association.
Uncle Drew.
The only interesting thing, one of the most interesting things is these undefeated 10-9-8 76ers. Who undefeated, there was an altercation. Let's get into the discussion. Between, if you call it an altercation, Charles Barkley described it as a snuggle party. Between
is that what he said?
Between Embiid,
the man that scooped Shaq,
and Towns, got into it.
The snuggle party.
Both were suspended 2 games. Both were suspended 2 games. Ben Simmons wasn't suspended, even though he put a Towns in a rear naked chokehold.
Right.
That's how you do in Australia when you come up behind the gators. That's how you have to grab a gator from the back.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, like that. But one of the things was it kind of kept going on Twitter. Embiid kind of did his WWF, I'm leaving the arena type thing that night. What do you think? Is it a thing where a lot of people were saying, hey, Embiid needs to be a little bit more mature about that. Altercations happen, tempers flare, but you don't need to keep hyping it up on the social media. You don't need to do the WW. I'm leaving the
hard
ring type
pill
thing.
for us old schoolers to swallow with the back and forth and social media.
Well, let me hold on. I'm gonna quote Maurice the Hammer Lucas. Rest in peace, Maurice the Hammer Lucas, who got into an altercation with Daryl Dawkins in 1978-77.
Maurice the Hammer.
Sixers were up 2-0, and him and Dawkins got into it. You can watch it on YouTube. Dawkins didn't feel the Sixers backed him up, stopped playing, and Portland went on to win 4 in a row and won the world championship. But Maurice the Hammer Lucas said, look, we didn't have all this talking. We didn't have all this showboating in my day. You know why? The fine for punching somebody in their face was $50. Killed all that noise. There wasn't any.
Hey.
But we can go and discuss now. But what do you guys think about the way Embiid handled that situation? Has been some of the talk that it wasn't handled in a professional way or that new maturity he was looking for.
Shout out to my homie Brian. He just tuned in.
Okay, Brian.
But I think he handled it. The way he supposed to handle it. You're gonna go to Twitter. You're gonna pipe it up. It's more about it's more about ticket sales than anything. It's more about being on ESPN than anything. It's more about keeping your name and everything in the flash. You know, he's out 2 games. We're going to be talking about him the whole 2 games until he come back now. You know, and so it's bigger than just the fight. It's bigger than the showboating. You know, like I said, it's a lot of players that played back in the day. If they was here, they would be on Twitter. You know, if not somebody else would have posted Doc, you know, throwing that punch, catching, yeah, you know, somebody else would have posted those punches, you know, when was it Kareem or Wilt that lined him up when he got elbowed in the stomach?
Kareem, Kareem.
Yeah, somebody else would have posted it, you know, on Facebook, on the internet. If he wouldn't have posted, he might have posted it himself. But you know, but the older people, it's just like pants sagging. Older people was upset when we had our pants sagging, you know. Now they ain't upset that everybody's showing. At least when we had our pants sagging, we had the big T-shirts on, you know. You know, now these kids just got the pants sagging, you know.
Pants sagging with the thong.
You know, you see that whole thong out, you know. So now we upset, you know. It's just errors and what happens in errors, you know. And the Twitter and everything. If we remember, Dwight Howard was tweeting while the game was actually on. You know, it's just the errors. It's just what it is. It's just what times became.
Hey, listen,
but I like
you. You know, it was bound to happen, right?
So what's the thing with him and Towns though? Like,
well,
I mean, he dominates him. Towns doesn't like it.
Yeah. So once you start to. You know, you don't need to say this, and y'all on social media. Oh, I can say what I want. I'm better than you.
And then B dropped the P word on.
So yeah. So you start talking about that. So now the fire's lit.
Yeah.
Then you got Jimmy Butler, coming from Minnesota to Philly last year.
Yeah.
He can tell you everything.
Yeah.
So now it's like, oh,
he probably got some insight.
Oh yeah. So now
it's probably been some like Jimmy said you
So I didn't know, but now I know.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
So it was bound to happen. That's just how it is. But listen,
tune in to Facebook.
You know
I mean, Facebook. You got some comments.
You know, that's what happens to you know, that's what happens with men, man. Men, you know, once you start the talking stuff, that's where it comes to. Now it's up to somebody to not take it there, but that's how it is. Now, hopefully, you know, they fought or whatever, or wrestled. Hopefully it's done. If they're not done, then last I checked, we in an era where you can say, I want to fight, and you probably can put it on pay-per-view and get paid for it. So,
all right, Demetrius says, Sunni, if y'all lose to the Giants, the bunnies is gonna come out. Buddy, bye.
Tell Demetrius he better worry about the Cowboys.
You got anything to say about that? You got anything to say about that?
A foregone conclusion. That's how many times in a row we beaten them.
But Darnell, we got another comment from Darnell. You know, Johnson. He said
B's missing 2 games, which is tough. Like,
they're playing 2 tough teams.
Yeah, I was looking forward to this West Coast trip to be at full strength and to have the team this iteration that they put together to play together,
right?
And some tough arenas and some tough environments and come through. Now you're going to miss an opportunity to do that. I think maybe if he doesn't go all Rocky Johnson at the end of the Rock at the end of leaving the court, maybe it's a 1-game suspension.
Right.
But now you have the parts where it's 2 games, and you're going to miss the Portland tonight, and then you're playing Phoenix the other night where he's not going to participate or be in that game.
And B might needed a rest. He might have got that rest without saying he taking off because you can't take off on back-to-back road games, and you can't take off on road games.
He played the first game, didn't play the second game, and that was his 3rd game playing. Like,
I hope you don't need to rest 5 games in.
Yeah.
Hey,
now I gotta
Kawhi did.
Now I got to start talking about your money when you start going to contracts.
Kawhi needed a rest.
That wasn't. He didn't need that. That was Pop.
Kawhi needed a rest.
Pop told him he needed a rest.
Doc
he needed a
Rivers.
rest. Yeah, Doc Rivers told him he needed a rest.
Kawhi rested.
Well, but Embiid is supposed to be back in shape and doing everything like that. It's going to be interesting to see. And that's the position in quotes because unlike the Sixers, you know, they're going to try to come, which I think they're favored to come out the East. They're just together. I like to see them play more and more together, more and more, and be able to be able to develop. And I like to see that. against this West Coast road trip, I would like to have been at full strength to see
Oh,
that.
yeah. Because it tells you about your team. When you go out west for 10 days and you got 7 games?
And you,
time zone, everything different.
you build your camaraderie.
Yeah, time zone's different. Sleeping is different.
You're not going to get back to the area, to your home address in 10 days.
You look
so
at
you
the clock.
bonding, you doing everything.
Look, you look at the clock, like it's 9 in the morning. Nah, it's 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You're like, all right.
Definitely, body clock is different. So it'll be interesting to see how we move out, and they'll definitely play Portland tonight, 10 o'clock. I'll be right here checking it out at the ranch, along with the fight we'll talk about in a little bit. Speaking of Mr. Leonard,
Think of Mr. Kawhi.
best player in the league right now,
Think of Mr. Kawhi.
still the king of LA,
Oh,
and
man.
the best player in the league right now, John.
King?
I don't know if I would say the king of LA. That's a big shoes to fill.
I'm picking Kareem for the king.
I mean, right now.
Well, he's talking about
We know
active.
about
I know.
Abdul-Jabbar.
We gotta be careful with King now. Well, immediate King, today King,
You gotta be
yesterday King.
careful with crowning people, huh?
Yeah,
Can't be crowning
yeah,
everybody
yeah,
king.
King's
That's what they
strong.
call him. He's saying he's the king. I saw the commercial where he had the crowns and the
Hey,
crown
man.
emblem.
He also took off the other night.
Well, it worked
He
out for
proved,
him.
he proved it last year. I mean, listen,
That's what they did with him last year.
Yeah, you went to Toronto, and you brought a chip there. Did we think Toronto was gonna win a chip?
No.
Exactly. So what did we watch him do? Carry. He carried them.
Do the impossible.
38-9, 27-10. Then on the other end, stop your best scorer from scoring 30 to 20. So yeah, he's the hot guy.
I wouldn't call him king, and AD had 40 the other night and 31 tonight.
Like I
He
said,
had 31 last night. I don't know if I want to call him king.
like I said before.
And LeBron had 39 last night.
When it's time to play,
Jonathan's
what
a Lakers
happened?
fan.
What did we when we went head up? What happened?
Hey, man.
See?
That was the first game of the
Then
season.
now we in first games.
We got a lot of
now.
ruffles to figure
Now
out.
we got ruffles now.
Well, they had to figure it out too. They just put their team together. Paul George didn't play either.
We lost without Paul George. That's big.
Yeah, Paul George
That's
is
big.
You telling me or you telling yourself?
Hey, I'm telling myself, thank you. That's
The
big.
NBA right now, early 5-6 games. Anything surprise you so far?
I actually like the way Houston is balancing Westbrook and Harden together.
Brooklyn got him last night.
Brooklyn got him. It is existing.
Well, it's
I
existing.
don't see both of them getting mad.
Yeah.
Because it's enough minutes, and I think they're at a point in their careers where they both understand you can't do this thing by yourself.
It's a symbiotic relationship.
Right. So I think that, and then I'm impressed with Kyrie because Kyrie is doing what he's doing minus Durant.
Yeah.
But like this thing is early though, right?
Yeah.
Let's
82
revisit
games,
this.
baby.
Yeah, let's revisit this at 35 or something like that. Let's see where we at.
You know, you go 20 games in.
I like
and see where we
Boston,
at.
how
Tatum hit a
Boston
big shot
got
last night.
Tatum hit the big shot, but I like how, minus Kyrie, everybody thought it's just not going to be the same. Boston might be in trouble. No, they're not in trouble. Now they got guys that are capable, that are getting their numbers because of Kimba.
Yeah.
And let's not forget, Kimba is an assassin.
Oh, yeah.
He's just not Kyrie.
Yeah.
So, they got guys around that's capable. So, it's
And
going to
they're
be
working
interesting. Yeah, working together.
And it could be a
playing
better
together.
team where it's not star-driven and where that functions better with the
It's
head
one of
coach.
those things where, okay, this guy over here, we know he can average 30, but I know I can average 25, but I can't get my 25 because I know this guy over here needs to get his 30 because just because he's better than me.
Right.
But now that's gone.
Right, that's gone.
Now I'm depending on you to get your 22 every night.
Right.
And if you don't get your 22, we looking at you like, you didn't get your 22, we lost.
And
It's one
I
of those
believe
things.
they're 4-1, right? Boston.
Yeah, they playing good basketball.
Yeah.
I watched them pass the
And
ball
and
around.
Sixers beat them, but
Yeah.
what to be expected.
Gave them the one. But even it wasn't really leaving Kyrie. They lost more parts than Kyrie.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand.
Al Horford?
Yeah, they lost Horford, who was a big piece. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But in that, like you were saying,
They
there's
lost a backup guard, too. He went to the Hornets.
Yeah,
I mean,
like you were saying about the play. Kimba still
Orlando.
is scoring the same numbers as Kyrie. He had 30-something last night. Low 30, but like 31, 33.
Yeah, but that's not his.
Yeah. But he had
They're
that.
not looking for him to do that.
Right, but he doesn't have to, and he can do it if he wants.
Right.
And Tatum can do it the next night.
And it's good to
Whereas
know.
though it's not, I got to do it every night.
It's beautiful scoring insurance. So what happens is when you got a player on your team that is capable of going for 30 a night, but he knows the importance of team basketball.
And when I need,
his mindset is, okay, I know about the flow, and I know how to keep guys in the flow.
Yeah.
But the minute you act like that is something
no flow,
wrong,
I can take over.
Oh, I got this. Don't worry about it. So that's the beauty of having guys like Kimba.
You know, yeah, exactly. You get 3-4 empty trips down the court.
Yeah,
okay,
like,
let me get.
It's like, okay, no problem. Get yourself together.
Yeah.
I got this for the next 3 possessions.
Yeah.
I watched them do that. What night was that? They beat Milwaukee.
Okay, yeah.
He was like, I was sitting there like, wait a minute, maybe Kimba had a fever earlier, maybe his ankle was messed up, but he was letting other guys get in the flow. And when I tell you they were ice cold, they were ice cold. But that's how you play basketball, you know?
Yeah. And another thing, you know, everybody was saying, oh, the Golden State is going to tank. They don't have to tank playing on the West. They're going to just get beat now. You know,
tanking is a mentality.
Right.
That you tell yourself you tanking.
Right,
you
but they don't have to tank. With the team they have, there's no way they can compete.
They gotta figure it out.
Right. It's not like they're on the East.
Listen, the position that they're in now, they never been without their 2 superstars. They never been without Curry. They never been without Clay.
And when they had Curry and Clay, they had a big bench. They lost their whole bench.
Right.
You know, they lost Harrison Barnes.
Right.
You know, when they didn't have Kevin Durant, they still had a solid bench.
Right.
You know, they had to have Harrison Barnes. They had Iguodala. They had Sean Livingston. They had the squad.
It's all about adversity and figuring it out.
Right.
You got to figure it out. Everybody, the coaching staff, the players, everybody got to figure it out. So you, when you go through that, you got to figure out like, okay, now what? So now coaching has to step up. Other players have to step up. It's players on the bench that's saying, man, I can't wait to get my opportunity. Yeah. All right, well, guess what? Curry's going to be out for 3 months.
Yeah.
So guess what? Here's your opportunity.
Right.
This is what you wanted. This is what you say. Now here it is.
Right.
I mean, the whole point about it, just like the injury bug grabbed Golden State, like the injury bug helped them
early.
Right.
Right.
So it's almost like you can't feel bad for them. Like, we watch basketball. We watch how y'all might have would have beat the Spurs, but we watch how Kawhi went down. Right. You know, we watch these teams all go down. We watch how Kyrie go down. You know, we watch how LeBron had to play y'all with 7 guys. You know, 6.5 guys. We watch all that. So it's like it's hard for us to really feel bad for Golden State right now when we watch you take advantage of the injury bug. Yeah,
it's the same situation. And I think that Steph will be out and they'll come back. I don't know exactly, but it wasn't only that they lost their lead players or their top scorers. They also lost Iguodala, and they also Livingston retired. Right. So it was really a whole brand new team from the jump, even without Clay and even without KD, Kevin Durant. So the role players that are key coming off that second unit that they had were going, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens. When Clay comes back, how good Clay will be, trying to work back from his knee surgery. Steph comes back with a broken left hand, and we'll see. I mean, and Draymond Green is ultimate glue guy, but he's not a guy that can go out there and carry you offensively.
And he has to score 17 a night now. Yeah. He has to score in order to even be competitive. He has to score. Some nights he's going to have to score 25 in order
because you see that early they were getting blown out because they were just a new team and people were gun home. This is Golden State. They're like, oh, Golden State, they don't got this. Oh, we going. I remember all that shimming you was doing, Steph.
Yeah, we gonna shimmy on you a little bit now. You know,
he's older. He's older now, and was he really the scoring type of guy, the 22 a night guy? He was never that guy.
He could do it easily though.
He can't.
Clay?
He can't do that. No, not Clay. Draymond.
Oh, Draymond. Right? No.
He was never that guy. So now
he has to be that guy.
When he doesn't get it, are we expecting him? It's not going to happen.
I think, but he has to get it.
He's not going to get it because he never was that guy.
So the team doesn't be above 500 this year,
probably easily. Not with your people.
In order for them to be above 500, he has to turn into that guy.
Well, you got guys over there like what's D'Angelo Russell?
Oh, he has to put up buckets.
Yeah, so we gotta get that 20 something from somebody.
No,
you capable? You capable?
D'Angelo Russell has to do it.
So somebody else got to do it.
he made the All-Stars last year. I always liked D'Angelo. You know, he did some things in L.A. which made him get, you know, pushed out. But I liked him. You know, I think he would have fitted good with the Lakers team we have now. Yeah, you know, we'd have had him to
we'll
shoot
see.
that tray.
We'll see.
But it's also about the leadership.
Yeah, but another team in the NBA, the Spurs. I didn't look for them to be. You know, I know they had one of the best coaches of all time.
I don't even know. I haven't heard.
They're
I don't know what they got.
They're 4-1 right now.
I don't know what's going on.
Right, they laying low. Like this, what
You
do?
would have
Like,
thought.
There's nothing wrong with laying low.
But I had once when I put out my 8 teams that was going to make it. I had the Spurs looking in, looking right in though. But they're 8-1.
Yeah.
They're
4-1.
Yeah,
The Spurs,
4-1.
the Spurs are going to be, if you're well coached and you got a culture.
Yeah.
You're going to be in the mix.
They've always had that.
Right.
Well coached and you got the right culture with the right players, you're going to be in the mix.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing with them. But
I don't know.
the season's in its infancy.
They're going to be respectable. I don't know how far they're going, but they're going to be respectable.
Right.
They're well coached.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I didn't look for them to be 4-1. But I guess in the regular season, they can sneak out a lot
Well,
of
it's early, man. Make your evaluation probably after like 25.
25 games.
Yeah.
That's how we looking. Let's jump, man. We got a boxing match tonight.
Got a boxing match.
We got a boxing match tonight. Canelo, who's the universal money man right now. Canelo is fighting Kovalev. Andre Ward has already done this. And beating twice. Maybe first time questionable, second time definitely beating.
Yeah, second time I think he might have lost.
The first time he might have lost.
Yeah, he might have lost.
Yeah,
second time,
yeah, he stopped it.
Right, he stopped it.
He body beating. So you got Canelo moving up. I guess he's almost like light heavy. Like he's not going to fight middleweight. He's just jumping up. What do you think the move is to come all the way up in this weight, Jonathan? Well, why? It seemed like there was money fights at 154, maybe 160 middleweight. He's really out. None of these other guys that are 154 pushing 160. It's coming to 175. So what do you think about him going to light heavy?
I think it's like he knew a lot of those guys had skills. There's a lot of up and coming guys. A lot of up and coming guys.
Charlo brother, all these guys.
Yeah, it's a Mexican that got he got caught with drugs and he got suspended and he just came back. He just fought 2 fights, got a belt. Is
that what he did?
Yeah, and they said they was
Are
happy.
you saying Canelo planted that on him?
No, I'm saying that. But his team was happy that he got caught in his 20s. It was like, so he's able to rebuild his career instead of getting caught later. He was caught before the fame hit him.
Yeah.
He was happy that it happened before the fame hit. But that guy, I can't remember his name at this point. But he is, man. He's outstanding. He's like I love watching him. Mm-hmm. He's long and he would give Canelo a lot of problems because he can physically box. Mm-hmm. But I think Canelo is on that where the guys was like so skilled. And these guys are not that skilled. You know, like Canelo knows once I hit this guy to the body 6 times, you know, he's going to start feeling
be faster.
Yeah, he's going to slow down, you know. But, you know, you can't count Kovalev out. He still has the power. He still has a lot of knockouts, you know. So, but I think Canelo's going to walk through him, hitting with a couple body shots. Then Kovalev's going to drop his hands and he's going to get caught in the chin. Same thing that happened with Andre Ward. But I think Canelo's going to attack him faster. And you can see the height difference right there. You know, you can see the height, the reach,
Well,
you know.
We can take a look at the tail of the tape.
Everything says that Kovalev, you know, has the advantage, but Canelo just knows what he's going to get done.
Yeah,
I'm looking at one number.
Except for the age.
I'm looking at 55 and 38. Then I'm looking at 52 and 34.
Yeah. It's not that bad, you know.
Kovalev is 36. He's 29. What's going to a lot more experience. He's been in the ring. It'll be an interesting fight. Kovalev is that reach, definitely, and the height advantage. Canelo.
Something about experience, man.
Yeah. You know, Kovalev has 29 knockouts, so he's letting you know out of 34 fights.
Yeah. I can punch. I
you
can
know,
do something.
so you know, Canelo better, you know, walk in there the right way.
Yeah, boy, Canelo is showing up.
And Canelo was always the bigger fighter his whole career. So Canelo might actually be ready to move up. You know, that's another thing. He was always a giant as far as his body mass, as far as everybody else when he was
trying to come down and make weight.
Right. And instead of killing himself and then coming in 10, 15 pounds over the weight.
I'm going to just train and forget about weight.
Yeah. He would come in 10 pounds over in 2 days. Like, how do you put on 10 pounds in 2 days? You know, that lets you know you was killing yourself whole training.
IPAs, man. IPAs and McDonald's and
dehydrated.
Rice.
You're coming in too like he's dehydrated down.
He was always coming in. He was fighting welterweight and always came in as a middleweight his whole career. You know, so it's like, what you gonna do? You know, but I like the fight. You know, I know Canelo can't take it easy. You know, because Kovalev can punch. And Kovalev has the reach. So when you're coming in as a little fighter, Kovalev's gonna have more power on the back of his punches than you.
I see a great fight. Matter of fact, you got a blanket for me at the ranch?
Oh yeah. We got a blanket. You know, we got
a couple blankets.
I know what's going on in the ranch. Sports all day and night.
Oh yeah, it's going down in the ranch.
No, definitely. You know how we do. That'll definitely. We down here, Sixers on at 10 o'clock. The fight will be prelims, the whole 9 yards. Somebody in college probably be playing.
Oh,
too.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah. So we
just
have all
rolling right
days.
into everything.
You know, be on days and also be covered on more TV too.
Yeah, it'll be on more TV. Subscribe if you don't have it.
You want more, you get more.
Get more TV. All you need.
So definitely, moving forward. So it's going to be interesting to see this fight because what if he wins this fight? So what's the next move for Canelo?
I don't know. Heavyweight. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. I don't know where he's going. I don't know what's. It's like he's not.
I mean, he got that money from Days In, so I mean, so he's got the.
He got a 10-deal fight, right?
Yeah, he got the bag.
What are he in? Seven, 3 fights already, 3 or 4. So he got 6 more to go. So so they searching now.
I really don't know what was the reason to move up to do this fight. I just don't. I don't know where to go at after you knock him out. Where you go at? Like you go
Somebody's
back down.
out here that we don't know about.
But they're lower. They're 10 pounds lower. So I don't know what is he going to do. You know,
Weeds done dropped some weight. I mean, we'll talk about that next week. Weeds looks like he's in the best shape of his life.
Do he go up to heavyweight and fight? You know, does he want to fight the bomber? Like I don't know what he wants to do.
He's gonna find out though.
I mean, that may be a move for him to fight the bomber. I mean, everybody wants to make money.
Oh yeah.
But the bomber. Next week we got to find out. Next month we find out what happens with in Saudi Arabia. They're fighting.
Let's get it. Since their oil money,
big time.
How they end up over there?
Money. The check. Who cut the check?
We getting Arab money.
So definitely like how Foreman and Ali ended up in Zaire. 45th anniversary a few days ago.
I'll put a sheet on too and rock.
If they love them both, we gonna pay for them both.
Listen, I'll put some sandals on the sheet too and rock it. You know,
it's the difference when the U.S. just love one fighter, they paying for one. When the Philippines love one fighter, they paying for. We love them both. They ain't from our town. Neither one of them.
Yeah.
But we got posters on the wall, both of them.
Oh, definitely.
Let's get them both.
Definitely. Yo, fellas, another good session down here
Always.
at the ranch.
Yeah.
Sports Talk Live for the culture. We'll see. We putting out an APB for Nate. There's a lot of Nate fans out there.
Hey,
what's going on,
I already
Nate?
know where he could be. It's a lot of Bronco pain.
People saying, where you at, Nate? You know,
Nate,
the Broncos, you know.
He's not
got some explaining to do.
He's not in the contract dispute or anything like that.
That makes it even worse.
I tried to text him. I couldn't even get him.
Is that right?
He's on the lot.
Well, listen, it's time to drive around his house then.
And see what's going on.
Yeah,
we got to do something.
Yeah, definitely. Sports Talk Live for the culture. We'll see you next week. Peace. And we out.
Peace.
I don't know if you have any, we got to go have an intervention.